So you may have heard that Disney now owns pretty much everything. They acquired Fox's film and TV studios, which means a bunch of Marvel Comics characters will be heading home to Marvel Studios. Like, a lot of them. I wouldn't be surprised if one day they end up owning DC as well. They're just eating everything up in their path like the Langoliers from the Langoliers. But as for this deal, here are the best Marvel heroes Disney was announced. Cause he's kind of ultra-violent and kinda ultra-vulgar. Not exactly on brand for Disney. But Disney CEO Bob Iger has said that he thinks there's room for a Marvel R-rated brand for something like Deadpool, and as long as they let audiences know what's coming, they'll be able to handle it fine. Which, if true, is actually awesome news for future Deadpool movies. Because not only will he be able to interact with X, you know how after Spider-Man 3 and The Amazing Spider-Man 2, people were like, okay, just give the rights back to Marvel, let them take care of it. There was a similar feeling with Fantastic Four, especially after the Although with Marvel's track record of villains, I'm not sure they're gonna do a great version of Doctor Doom. Then again, anything is better than this. And this. After 17 years of seeing Hugh Jackman play Wolverine, it's gonna be weird to see somebody else take on the character. And a lot of fans probably don't want to see anybody else step into that role. But deep down, we all know that the character is way too popular for Disney to not at least take a crack at it. And even if they mess it up, it's not like we haven't seen a bad Wolverine movie before. There were rumors that Tom Hardy might step into the role, but now that he's Venom, that doesn't seem too likely. If you have ideas of actors that could pull it off, let me know in the comments. A Gambit movie has been stuck in development hell for years at Fox. It's supposed to star Channing Tatum and it just keeps getting pushed back to play out. First, they put the project out of its misery and shelved the character for whenever, somewhere down the line. Second, if the project is as close to being shooting ready as everyone's been saying, they make a few MCU adjustments and push forward immediately. Or third, they just scrap all of that and start a new Gambit movie from scratch. Kinda like was the case with Hugh Jackman. A couple of years ago, the character of Professor X was synonymous with Patrick Stewart. But then in the MCU, there's an opportunity to see another side of him. In the comics, he's one of the most powerful minds that fights for good on Earth. He was also part of the Illuminati with some major MCU players like Doctor Strange and Iron Man. There's a lot of untapped potential with Professor X, and we could see him more as a hero than a teacher. And that does it for today's quick list. Obviously, there are a lot more characters involved in this deal, so let me know what characters you're excited to see show up in the MCU. If you're watching this on our Facebook page, you can hit that link to jump over to YouTube and subscribe. And you can also hit up ScreenRant.com for the